This reveals a classic paradox of modern warfare. Interception often costs more than attack. To destroy an incoming bomb, Ukraine must fire interceptor missiles costing hundreds of thousands or even millions each. When a high-value interceptor destroys a low-cost glide bomb, the economic balance tilts immediately. Multiply that exchange across hundreds of engagements, and air defense stockpiles deplete rapidly. Replenishment depends on Western supply chains that are politically and industrially constrained. The side that spends less per strike but sustains higher frequency gains long-term leverage. And over months, not days, that economic pressure begins reshaping the battlefield itself. The consequences are now visible on the map, not as dramatic breakthroughs, but as steady territorial pressure. Regions like Donetsk and Zaporizhia have faced repeated glide bomb strikes targeting fortified positions. The FB-1500, weighing over 1 ton, carries enough explosive power to collapse reinforced defensive structures. When guided accurately, a single strike can eliminate months of constructed fortifications in seconds. Repetition compounds the effect, degrading not only infrastructure but morale. The strategy extends beyond the front line into energy infrastructure and national resilience. Strikes on substations, thermal plants, and transmission networks ripple through the broader economy. Reduced power capacity translates into factory slowdowns, budget strain, and declining GDP. Economic contraction is not abstract, it constrains defense spending and public confidence. Meanwhile, Ukraine's air defense architecture reveals systemic limits in coverage and inventory. Patriot systems provide critical protection, but cannot create a nationwide shield across a vast territory. Each deployed battery protects one priority zone while leaving another more exposed. Even incoming F-16 aircraft depend on weather, maintenance capacity, radar integration, and sustained logistics. When an attacker combines glide bombs, cruise missiles, and drones, defensive complexity multiplies rapidly. In modern war, the decisive advantage may belong not to the most advanced weapon, but to the one affordable enough to use every day. The most dangerous weapon in Ukraine right now isn't hypersonic, stealthy, or revolutionary. It's cheap, old, and used every single day. While the world debates fifth-generation jets and billion-dollar missiles, Russia is winning advantages with upgraded Soviet iron. This matters because modern war is no longer about the most advanced strike, it's about who can sustain pressure the longest. At the center of the shift is the UMPK glide bomb kit, a simple upgrade attached to legacy FB-500 and FB-1500 bombs. Instead of designing an entirely new weapon, Russia bolts folding wings and satellite guidance onto stockpiled Soviet munitions. The result is a precision glide bomb capable of traveling 40 to 70 kilometers without an engine. That range allows aircraft like the Su-34 and Su-35 to release munitions from outside dense Ukrainian air defense zones. If paired with a small jet motor, some variants reportedly extend reach toward 150 to 200 kilometers. The engineering is not sophisticated, no complex seekers, no active radar, no multispectral sensors. Instead, it relies on GLONASS satellite navigation combined with inertial guidance, accurate enough, inexpensive enough. In warfare, minimalism can outperform innovation when scale becomes the objective. Early in the conflict, Russian aircraft flying low with unguided bombs suffered heavy losses to S-300 and medium-range defenses. Glide bombs changed that equation by expanding safe release distance and reducing pilot exposure. By 2023, attrition rates among Russian tactical bomber units dropped significantly as standoff tactics became routine. And once survivability improved, something even more powerful emerged: tempo. Tempo changes everything, because once a weapon can be used daily, war becomes a math problem rather than a spectacle. A single Kh-101 cruise missile is estimated to cost between $10 and $13 million. A UMPK kit attached to an existing FB bomb costs only tens of thousands. That is not a marginal gap, it is a structural asymmetry measured in hundreds of times difference. With expensive cruise missiles, every launch is strategic, limited by production capacity and high-end components. With glide bombs, Russia can deploy dozens, even hundreds, along the front in a single day. Individually, each strike may not be symbolic. Collectively, they form continuous pressure. Defensive positions, logistics hubs, ammunition depots, and troop concentrations are eroded over time.